Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 RV accessories that we have acquired and no longer use, and they're now cluttering up my garage. The idea for this video came from viewer David LaFernie. Sorry if I butchered your name, who wrote, I have a suggestion for an episode, RV accessories that you tried but no longer use. Now that we've been at it for a while, we have a fair bit of expensive kit that seemed like a good idea at the time. I bet you do too. Indeed we do. And first up on our list is a shocker, the curved leveling kit or set. All right, so we tried a new curved leveling system. How did you like it?
Did not like. It cracked, the front one.
Yeah, it was awkward to use.
Pretty.
Curved RV levelers. My wife was skeptical from the outset about these, but the promise is that they really provide for quick and easy leveling of a travel trailer. We had 2 problems with these curved levelers. First, they slide, and the set that we purchased did not come with rubber mats. I have since learned that they now sell these with rubber mats so they don't slide around on asphalt when you're trying to level your trailer. Secondly, they broke. When we were leaving our campsite, we simply pulled forward off of the levelers as instructed by the company that makes them.
They both broke. That's really pathetic.
Wow. Yes, our curved levelers broke. The very first time we tried to use these, 2 of them snapped almost in half, kind of rendered them useless. So again, we paid about $80 for these. So for us, this is the worst RV leveling system we've ever tried. So I don't know what happened here. We got some lemons, but they snapped in half. And so my wife's skepticism about the curved leveling system was justified. And we went back to our old setup, Lynx levelers. You know, with Lynx levelers, we used them for about 17 years, and I've had maybe 1 break over the last 2 decades. So we're sticking with what works. So I know that many of you are going to comment below that you've been very happy with your curved RV levelers, and more power to you. Quick disclaimer here. I'm not trying to throw any particular products under the bus, so to speak, just because they did not work for us. Doesn't mean they won't work for you. And in fact, I've looked at reviews for a lot of these products that we're not using right now, and I've read a lot of positive reviews from people who appear to be real. So a lot of this stuff is apparently working for many of you. However, not working so great for us. Next up, we have yet another failed RV leveling product, the Karm Tech Level Wizard, which promises reduced leveling time and increased safety. And once again, we paid about $80 for this little kit. It's an electronic leveling system. I liked the idea of it, you know, but in practice, we found it kind of too big, too cumbersome, and most importantly, just not very accurate. You know, it's kind of important for an RV leveling system to help you get your vehicle level. I just wasn't really happy with the functionality of this. You see, the idea is you put this base down inside your RV, you turn it on, and it transmits leveling information to this little receiver, which you would have in your tow vehicle, and you adjust your RV relying on the feedback from this receiver. I just found that it didn't really work. I didn't feel that it was very precise in terms of leveling. And if it's not precise, what is the point? So, you know, we tried this a few times. Frankly, we usually just park our RV, level it to the best of our ability, and then step inside the trailer to see how it feels. And I find that a lot faster and easier than fooling around with electronic gadgets. Some of you out there may have this thing and love it. If you do, I would love to hear from you because I could not justify even using it. But again, that was another $80 piece of clutter that's currently residing inside my garage. Next up, this will be a bit of a surprise for many of you, the Hitch Grip. You can see my Hitch Grip still even has a tag on it. What, pray tell, is a Hitch Grip? This purports to be a revolutionary tool which allows you to grip your balls. I'm talking about your hitch balls. Of course, you should always lube your balls before placing them under heavy load. Basically, the Hitch Grip turns picking up a greasy ball into a one-hand job. Instead of a two-hand job, you can just use one hand to grab that ball and move your hitch apparatus where you need to move it. So what's wrong with the Hitch Grip? Well, not sure what this says about the build quality. Well, there's nothing really wrong with it. I do think the design is smart. It's fairly lightweight. You know, it doesn't take up a lot of storage space. For me, the Hitch Grip just answers a question that I never really asked. I don't mind grabbing my greasy balls with both hands. I usually just put on some work gloves and have at it. And in fact, I find it kind of faster to do so because the Hitch Grip, frankly, is one more thing you've got to carry and store and keep track of. A lot of you out there I know are loyal users of the Hitch Grip. If you are, chime in, post a comment. You know, I'm not tossing this out just yet. I may try using the Hitch Grip again in the future. I've had this one for a few years and have never really used it. In fact, never even bothered to remove the tag. My balls are so large and heavy that moving them around is really a two-hand job anyway. Next up on the list of RV accessories that are currently garage clutter is this, the RV Save a Step. I paid about $20 for this. This is an RV step support. And if you're like us and you have fold-out steps on a travel trailer, for example, you can place this beneath the step for additional stability when stepping in and out of the RV. I don't carry this because, frankly, it's just one extra piece you got to keep up with. It doesn't do that much. Kind of like the Hitch Grip, it answers a question that I never really asked. We don't have big problems with the stability of our step, and I just don't want to be out there setting up and breaking down things like this. You know, you can add a lot of work to your camping routine if you have a bunch of gadgets laying around that you feel like you need to set up and break down every time you go camping. I prefer simplicity, and so the RV Save a Step has stayed inside our garage. Now, if you have mobility issues and you really need that extra little ounce of stability with your RV step, then you might want to pick up one of these. For me, I found it to be fairly useless. Our final RV accessory that is currently residing in my garage is this RV ice tray. Now, this is not a bad idea. You can see it's a specially designed ice tray that has a cap on one end. And the idea is you can pour your water inside the ice tray, seal the cap, and then you can go for a ride in your RV and not have to worry about water splashing all over the interior of your RV freezer. It is somewhat useful from that standpoint, but if you really look at the design closely, cube portions are not really cube. They're more like udder nipples. You don't really get a lot of ice out of this. It takes up a lot of storage space in a freezer, doesn't give you that much ice if you fill it the way it's intended to be filled. I'll put a link to all of these useless products beneath this video, but also other products that we might have found that we're getting more use out of. We found some different RV ice trays that simply work better for us. They're easily stackable, and they just have a little removable silicone top, so you can fill the tray with water, seal it off, and travel safely without the water splashing all over your RV freezer. So that's it, guys. 5 RV accessories that we purchased with high hopes. I'm just reporting our honest experiences with these products, and I think many of you out there probably had positive experiences with all of these products. If so, chime in. post a comment, and let me know what you think about this type of video. Trust me, we have more clutter in this garage that's related to both our RV and our truck. And who knows, maybe we'll do more videos like this in the future. Until next time, this has been yet another episode of Long Long Honeymoon, the longest running RV video show on the interwebs. Look it up. It is what it is. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe. Subscriptions help us out a little bit. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. What do we say here on the longest running RV show on the interwebs? We say, lo ho.
Thank you.